A horrible breaking news here. Katy Perry injured terribly after her fake-ass trip to space on a dick rocket. You can see here her face just no longer...
Astronaut conspiracy theories swirl about Katy Perry's faked Blue Origin space mission.
The taken up space crew. And of course, that saying has had...
What do you get when a global pop star launches into space?
I feel super connected to love. You never know how much love is inside of you.
A news anchor conquers her fear mid-flight at the edge of Earth, and a legal name war erupts in Australia's highest court.
Okay, listen to this. Australia's highest court has agreed to hear the case of Katy Perry versus Katy Perry. You heard that right.
Get ready, because today's story is out of this world, literally. Katy Perry soared beyond the Kármán line in a historic all-female Blue Origin mission, performing What a Wonderful World while floating in zero gravity.
It's not about me. It's not about singing my songs. It's about a collective energy in there. It's about us. It's about making space for future women and taking up space and belonging. And it's about this wonderful world that we see right out there and appreciating it.
And when she returned, she dropped to her knees and kissed the ground in a dramatic, emotional moment that went viral, but not everyone was applauding. While fans called it iconic, critics slammed it as performative, accusing her of flaunting wealth and ignoring global issues. And as if a trip to space wasn't enough, she's also locked in a fierce trademark battle with Australian designer Katy Perry.
Pop star Katy Perry has come out swinging again. Her 14-year trademark dispute with an Aussie designer who happens to share the same name.
I feel like it's all on me and the overwhelm. And I'm running a small business, and anyone that has a small business knows how tough it is.
A legal showdown that could redefine name rights across the globe. So from cosmic highs to courtroom drama, this is one story you don't want to miss. Stay tuned, because the fallout is only just beginning.
And I think I've stayed really strong until now. Sorry.
I actually felt like the whole world had come off my shoulders. I have cried numerous tears, I've had nightmares, sleepless nights over it. But today, who cares? I've forgotten all about that, because today it's been all worth it.
So picture this. On April 14th, 2025, Katy Perry blasted off into the great beyond aboard Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket in what was a historic all-female space mission. I mean, who needs California girls when you can be a space girl? The flight included 6 women total besides our pop princess. There was Lauren Sanchez, who happens to be Jeff Bezos' fiancée, CBS anchor Gayle King, who reportedly has a massive fear of flying. Talk about facing your fears.
I was so afraid. I just wanted to get into my seat. Never in a gazillion years thought I could do this.
Former NASA rocket engineer Aisha Bowe, civil rights advocate Amanda Nguyen, and film producer Carrie Ann Flynn. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to float weightlessly while hanging out with such an impressive group of women?
1, 2, 3, take us space!
The journey itself was brief but meaningful, and just 11 minutes from launch to landing, but in that time, they traveled more than 100 kilometers. That's 62 miles for those of you who hate metric, above Earth's surface, officially crossing the Kármán line, which is the internationally recognized boundary of space. That's definitely one way to get a new perspective on life.
That's amazing.
Wow, look at the blue line.
Oh my God.
And get this, while they were up there, Perry actually performed Louis Armstrong's classic, What a Wonderful World. Can you imagine hearing that song while literally looking down at our planet? Chills, right?
Tamir's in space.
Flynn, bye. You look. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Wow.
When the capsule made its parachute-assisted landing back in West Texas, the recovery team rushed to help the crew. The spacecraft operates completely autonomously, where no pilots are needed, which is both impressive and slightly terrifying if you think about it too much. Would you trust a computer to take you to space and back? I'm still suspicious when my phone autocorrects my texts. The return to Earth was quite the emotional scene. Lauren Sanchez was the first to exit the capsule, greeted by Bezos himself. With tears in her eyes, she proclaimed, "I'm so proud of this crew. I can hardly express it."
I'm so proud of this crew. Like, I mean, for me, I can't put it into words, but like...
She talked about seeing the moon and how surprisingly quiet, yet really, a live Earth looked from up there. Does that make you wonder what kind of perspective shift you'd experience seeing our tiny blue marble from that distance?
But like, I looked out the window and we got to see the moon.
And it was pink. Was it pink?
The full moon. It wasn't pink, but it was almost full. And Earth looked it was so quiet. It was just quiet. And
Katy Perry's exit was exactly what you'd expect from the theatrical pop star. She dramatically kissed the ground and then raised a daisy skyward, a touching tribute to her daughter Daisy. I mean, if I had just returned from space, I'd probably be kissing the ground too after I stopped throwing up from the zero gravity, that is.
How would you describe the moment when you took off and then the moment you landed?
The moment, I mean, it is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space.
Gayle King also took a moment to kneel and kiss the earth, saying, "I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate the ground." Considering her well-known fear of flying, according to Oprah Winfrey, she's usually sitting in someone's lap at the slightest turbulence. Conquering space travel is quite the achievement. Talk about leaping from the frying pan into the cosmic fire.
I'm still
Floating. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
I'm so proud of you. How do you feel?
I still can't accept that word, but I will say I'm so proud of me right now. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe it.
The last to exit was Carrie Ann Flynn, who simply and joyfully proclaimed, "I went to space." Sometimes the simplest statements carry the most weight, don't they?
Go to space. Well, guess what? This mom just went to space.
When interviewed after the flight, Katy Perry expressed that she felt super connected to love and said, "I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give and how loved you are until the day you launch."
I feel super connected to love. So connected to love. I think this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, like how much love you have to give, and how loved you are until the day you launch.
Deep thoughts from high altitudes. Do you think seeing Earth from space would change your perspective on life too? Gayle King shared her own profound reflections, saying, "It's oddly quiet when you get up there. It's really quiet and peaceful, and you look down at the planet and think that's where we came from. And to me, it's such a reminder about how we need to do better, be better. If that doesn't make you want to recycle your plastic bottles, I don't know what will."
It's oddly quiet when you get up there. It's really quiet and peaceful, and you look down at the planet and you think that's where we came from. And to me, it's such a reminder about how we need to do better, be better.
The spectacle was witnessed by quite the celebrity audience on the ground. Khloe Kardashian was there, because of course she was, and shared her emotional reaction. "I didn't realize how moving it would be. It's hard to describe. I have this adrenaline. I'm here." She encouraged others to dream big and reach for the stars. Literally reach for them, apparently.
And Chris, I have to start with you. What is it like to be here, and what brought you all the way out here to this launch?
Well, Lauren and Jeff, we're here to support our girlfriend and our friends, and I never thought that we'd be talking to you from a space launch, for sure. So this is a really unique experience, and we're just so honored to be here to support them and watch this amazing part of history. And I'm so proud of her, and I just feel like
all of the female astronauts that are going to go up today. It's such a big day in history, and it's so empowering in today's day and age. And dream big, wish for the stars, and one day you could maybe be amongst them.
What makes this mission particularly special is that it was the first all-female spaceflight since Valentina Tereshkova's historic solo journey in 1963. That's over 6 decades ago. Can you believe it's taken that long? In the span of human history, we went from the Wright brothers to the moon landing in just 66 years, but it took another 62 years for an all-women crew to head to space. Houston, we have a progress problem.
We've had a problem here.
As space tourism continues to develop, each successful launch proves the viability of commercial space travel. Remember when space was just for trained astronauts who had to eat freeze-dried ice cream? Now, celebrities can just pop up there for a quick jaunt before lunch. What a time to be alive, right? Now, a new wave of online backlash is picking up speed, and this time, it's not about the trip itself, but about the hands. Yes, seriously. Some viewers have pointed out that the hands shown in the footage from inside the spaceship don't seem to match Katy Perry's real hands. They're noticing differences advances in things like her tattoos, nail shape, and polish, and now accusing the mission of being fake, or at least edited for publicity. According to these online critics, it raises questions about whether Katy actually floated in space, or if some parts were pre-recorded or even staged entirely. What started as a powerful moment of inspiration has now taken a sharp turn into conspiracy territory, with people debating whether we witnessed a true space milestone or just another Hollywood-style performance. While Katy Perry was busy defying Earth's gravity, she's also been caught in the gravitational pull of a complex legal battle down under. Australia's High Court has agreed to hear the final word in the long-running Katy Perry vs. Katy Perry trademark case. This legal drama has been described by one judge as a tale of two women, two teenage dreams, and one name. Is this giving anyone else déjà vu of the Krusty Krab versus Krusty Krab episode from SpongeBob? So, here's the deal. Australian fashion designer Katy Perry, who was born Katy Perry but has gone by other names like Katie Howell and Katy Taylor throughout her life, claims that the American singer with the similar name infringed on her trademark by selling tour merchandise in Australia. It's like when you meet someone with the same name at a party, except instead of laughing it off, you sue them for millions. Totally normal, right? The case has been bouncing around Australia's legal system like a kangaroo on a trampoline. Katy Perry called it a win for small business when a court ruled in her favor in 2023, but the victory was short-lived as the decision was reversed on appeal last year, with judges ruling that Katy Perry should never have been granted a trademark for her namesake fashion line when she applied for one in 2008, because Katy Perry was already famous at the time. The appeals court even went so far as to cancel the Australian Perry's trademark altogether. Talk about a fashion emergency. The judges reasoned that when Katy applied for the trademark in 2009, when Montans Yext Team said 8, it should have been clear that the American Perry would eventually sell tour merchandise in Australia. I mean, isn't it just common knowledge that international pop stars tend to sell t-shirts when they tour? Who could have possibly predicted that shocking development? But here's where it gets interesting. When Australia's High Court agreed to hear the appeal, the judges expressed concern about the precedent this could set. Justice Jane Jagged pointed out the slippery slope, saying, if you are sufficiently famous, the capacity is to monetize in all kinds of directions. Not just clothing, it is whiskey, wine, makeup. She added that it becomes difficult to think of a commercial activity that would not be covered, even suggesting the possibility of Katy Perry Invisalign or whatever. Katy Perry Dental Services, anyone? You'll be hot and you'll be cold, but your teeth will be just right. The High Court has stayed the order to cancel the Katy Perry trademark pending its decision, which we can expect in the second half of this year. Analysts say this ruling will shape how similar cases involving international brands are treated in Australia. Do you think celebrities should have automatic rights to their names in all product categories, or should local businesses be able to use similar names if they got there first? What makes this case particularly interesting is the background of both women. Neither was born with the Perry name, but the designer was born Katy Perry, but went by other names for most of her life, while the singer was born Catherine Elizabeth Hudson. So they're both essentially fighting over names they chose, not names they were born with. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? A little too ironic, yeah, I really do think, but oh wait, wrong singer. Katy Perry's barrister, Christian Dimitriadis, is arguing that just because Katy Perry was famous as a pop star in 2009 doesn't mean she had a reputation for selling clothing at that time. It's a bit like saying, sure, you're world famous, but are you world famous for this specific thing? Have you ever tried to use that logic with your parents? Yes, I'm known for not cleaning my room, but am I known specifically for not taking out the trash? I think not. According to tech news site TechDirt, Katy Perry may have actually tried to associate herself with Katy Perry early on to help drive revenue and sales. If true, that would be quite the plot twist, wouldn't it? Imagine suing someone for having a similar name to you after you initially leveraged that similarity for your own benefit. That's like complaining about the rain after you've done a rain dance. TechDirt also points out that nothing in the ruling prevents the fashion designer from operating her brand with its given name, and it just stops her from using trademark law against the singer. So basically, both Perrys could potentially coexist peacefully in the marketplace if they wanted to. Can't we all just get along? Or as Katy might sing, do you ever feel like a brand name drifting through the courts, wanting to start again? When Katy Perry first found out about the Katy Perry trademark back in 2008, as she prepared to visit Australia for her world tour, her lawyers attempted to reach an agreement that would allow both parties to use their respective trademarks without legal issues. But apparently the Australian fashion designer declined. That's like refusing to share your toys in kindergarten, except the toy is your name and kindergarten is international trademark law. The full federal court previously confirmed that the singer could rely on her own name defense under Australian trademark law, even though Katy Katy Perry isn't her real name. What matters legally is the name by which the person is known. So technically, if I changed my name to McDonald's tomorrow and became world famous as McDonald's, I could potentially sell McDonald's merchandise, though I suspect I'd have a different legal battle on my hands. So there you have it, folks. Katy Perry has literally been to space and back while simultaneously fighting to keep her name rights in Australia. If that doesn't deserve a new hit single, I don't know what does. Cosmic Courtroom, perhaps? Or maybe Trademark in the Stars? What would you do if you found yourself in either of these situations? Would you brave the final frontier like Perry and crew, kissing the ground dramatically upon your return? Or would you fight for your name rights all the way to a nation's highest court? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that like button if you want to see more celebrity space adventures and trademark dramas, because, let's be honest, in the crazy world of pop culture, the sky is definitely not the limit. See you next time, Space Cadets and Legal Eagles.